Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Nothing But Bangers, aka MBB, aka Bangers, aka I went to McDonald's and got some Pokemon cards today. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how it's possible to get this special limited offer. And I'm going to go over the details on how to do it, what to make sure that you don't do, and a little bit of a pack opening. So let's have some fun. And if you are new to the channel, this is your first time seeing me, I am MBB, and basically I make Pokemon trading card game pocket content, and a lot of my content is usually wrapped around playing decks or looking at new cards, or trying to give you an idea of what's going on in the tournament scene. So this is a little bit of a change up, but I thought it would be fun, and so I hope you enjoy the content. Let's get to it. So recently it was announced that there would be some special promo cards that are going to be put into these McDonald's Happy Meals, and this Happy Meal deal is going to include 4 Pokemon cards in a booster pack. Now, in order to go ahead and get this Pokemon pack and to get this kind of collector's box, if you don't know anything about me before, I used to talk about a lot of collectibles, and one of my sayings is it's always sealed product, and so whenever you look at these kind of products, I usually believe in keeping them sealed and just storing them in a nice place. And then, hey, just kind of forgetting about them, unless, you really want to just open the pack. But again, for this video, I wanted to make sure that I showed you everything that I could about this product. So I ended up opening mine, but I'll probably go back and get more. So let's go ahead and kind of read through this and kind of talk about this collaboration. So basically, this is the blog from the Pokemon website that they posted. And a lot of people may be interested in doing this deal specifically because they play Pokemon trading card game Pocket. And because you may play this game, if you actually do this correctly, you are going to get 24 pack hourglasses as well as 12 wonder hourglasses. So a little bit of an extra boost, especially as we get closer and closer to the new set that's supposed to be releasing at the end of January 2025. So it's something that, a lot of people may be interested in. Now, there's a couple of caveats, so let me go ahead and make sure that I tell you some of the things about how to actually redeem this. So as you can see, these are the potential cards that you'll see in your pack. And, one thing to realize is this is specifically in the United States. So you can't necessarily do this, unless you have a friend in the United States and then they buy you one and then they mail it to you. Obviously, wouldn't mail you the really old McDonald's. Even though worth talking about, have you ever seen that picture of a McDonald's hamburger that hasn't changed at all and it's just sitting there and it's been there for years? Anyways, all right. So basically there are a bunch of cards that you can get. I believe the number is 14 different cards or something like that. And, actually you could probably just count them, right? 3, 6, 9, 12. So 15 different cards. And you're going to get one shiny card, according to the pack that I opened, as well as, 3 other cards. Now, some of these cards have actually been printed before. If I actually looked into this deeper, I'd probably be able to tell you, which ones have actually been printed where. And honestly, all of these cards may have been printed before. I think that's something that I read as well. But anyways, these are the cards that you can get. So there's some cool cards in here. I know there's a lot of fan favorites for Pokemon like Dragonite, Charizard, Rayquaza, and, obviously cards like Eevee and, Jigglypuff are always cool, and Pikachu has a million different cards. So there's a lot of cool cards that you can check out here. I don't necessarily know that any of them are good because I haven't really looked at them. The Charizard is cool, and the Eevee is in Pokemon Pocket, but I think it's got 20 damage instead of 30 damage. So there's some slight variance in terms of what the cards do in Pokemon Pocket and what they do on paper. There is something that I just noticed too. It does seem like this Salamence, or this Roaring Moon. It's got that ancient logo at the top. So I think that's the only card that has that. But anyways, so let's go ahead and get the details on how you redeem this. So basically, you're going to go to the McDonald's app, and on the McDonald's app, if you're in the United States, what you probably should do is scroll down to the bottom of the front page. At the bottom of the front page, you'll see a couple of options, and you'll want to order a Happy Meal. And once you order that Happy Meal, you want to make sure before, this is key, make sure that you have emails opted in from that McDonald's. And you can check it through the app, so keep that in mind, but you want to make sure that your emails and rewards are enabled. because if you do not do this, you will not get the 24 pack hourglasses or the 12 wonder hourglasses. The other important thing about redeeming it, so it's going to have a code. They're going to email you a code to redeem those rewards. It's one per account. So you can't, you can go buy a bunch of Happy Meals, in different transactions. Because the other thing to look at the fine print, it says that you can only get, one code, I believe, per checkout. So if you order 10 Happy Meals, not judging you, but if you order 10 Happy Meals, you're only going to get one code if it's all in one order. And, you might have to go ahead and switch devices. I don't know, however you want to do that, just in case you want to get more codes. But again, it's going to be one pack per Happy Meal. So one thing that I experienced, and this is one big tip that I want to make sure you do. If you are in the drive-thru, do not drive off without checking your Happy Meal. Look inside your Happy Meal, make sure that your Pokemon pack is in there, because when I went, and goodness bless the hearts of the people that work at McDonald's. I've had many friends that work at McDonald's, many friends, great friends, and my friends, typically are probably doing a better job that work at McDonald's. But for example, in my Happy Meal, there was a Sonic toy, so I had to kind of like, hey, can I get the Pokemon card toy instead? And then it was a whole ordeal for about 2 minutes because somebody else that spoke English had to come to the window, and I had to get it corrected. But I was able to get it, and I should be ready to show you what the screen looks like for the redemption code, as well as a little bit of a pack opening. I'm not sure how the volume will be. I've got to try to make sure that I adjust the volume, but that way you can check that out. But again, really cool little collaboration, and obviously you can feel how you want to feel about McDonald's. I don't ever eat McDonald's. In fact, these were the first nuggies that I've consumed in probably over a decade, right? So I'm typically just like staying away from this kind of stuff. But I had to get the content. I had to do it for you guys. So let's check out some more details. So this is what the Happy Meal looked like. And if you go ahead and take a look at this, basically that's what the pack looks like. And then there's like a little QR code for a little game you can play. Now this is like the first time I've ever done like a legitimate pack opening. I've never like really done this kind of content. So like my stand is in the way and everything. And like it took me a minute to actually get the pack opened and like show all the content. And then when I watch this back on the replay, like it's so hard to see, like zoom in on the cards, so like all you get to see is basically like the zoomed out version. But there's a little bit of a, I guess you'd call it like a poster, and it's dual sided, so there's actually a poster on the other side as well. Got some Pokemon in there. And again, like I was filming this on my phone because like I've never done this before, so please excuse the amateurism. But there is the pack. And like the pack material is like really like paper. They went really cheap with it, just to be real honest, but that's okay. And then there's also some stickers there. Nothing else in there. I had to double check, kind of double tap it. But there's some stickers. I don't know all the Pokemon on the stickers. I recognized a few, right? Like, but they've got a bunch of different names with all these like Roaring Moon stuff. But anyway, so here is the actual pack. And it opened very easily. I didn't really have to fight with it at all, like sometimes you have to do on some of these packs. But when I opened the pack, the first card that I saw was a Drampa, and I was like, oh, well, that kind of sucks. But obviously I wanted a better Pokemon. But hey, I'll take it where I can get it. And then I got, I was like, hey, okay, Charizard, not bad. And then I can't remember. Oh yeah, the last one was like the stage one of like a Wooper or whatever it is, Quagsire I think is. And then like I didn't realize that there was 4 cards, and then I was like, oh, there's another card. It's an Eevee. So there is the pack contents. So this is what the order looked like when I got it. So pretty reasonable price, not super expensive. And then this is like a guide on how to find your user ID, so that way you can redeem the code. So keep that in mind. So anyways, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I hope that you guys get some good luck if you decide to go buy these Happy Meals that include this Pokemon toy. It seems like a really cool toy to just have like sealed and lock it away somewhere. And you know, hey, in 5 years, whatever, maybe even in shorter time than that, you look at it and it pays for, you know, a lot more than the Happy Meal. The value on the actual like pack hourglasses, and you know, when you translate it and include the fact that hey, it might be a little snack that you have as well, it's pretty good value. So you know, hey, especially if you think down the line and you end up selling these sealed packs on eBay or something, it's probably going to be well worth your money. So personally, I do think that I'll probably go back and try to get maybe 1 or 2 and just keep them sealed and sit on it. But again, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you taking time out of your day for me to be background noise. Maybe you learned something, maybe you enjoyed the content, and I hope that you come back for more, especially as we get closer and closer to a brand new Pokemon TCG Pocket set. And until next time, I'll catch you later. Peace.